I just need love and people, and the people who have loved me and whom I have loved for, you know, a very long time, and people who love me well, and the people that I love well. You know, all the relationships have gone through so much gatekeeping. The ones that are here today, I know they are premium.
Do you find people have evolved along with you in terms of their relationship, or have you sort of, I know you said gatekeeping in premium and all, has there been a conscious effort to filter out those that you find, well, not quite in sync with you?
It's very funny, Kanan. I feel that the relationships that were good in my life have become better. The relationships that were not so good, they have either dissolved or they have really been minimized into whatever stage it should be. And my good relationships just get better and better. And I think that the good relationships get better and better because of the same reasons why they were good in the past, which could be a meeting of minds, good chemistry, some sort of mysterious X factor, I don't know, okay? But they become better because both parties have made it a point to connect in a detailed fashion all these years. And when I say connect, I don't necessarily mean agree. I just mean connect. I am my own best friend always. I trust myself the most. I have always made my own decisions and I trust my own instincts the most. I just need to hear from the people who matter to me, and it is some sort of process by osmosis to just gather information, and then ultimately I make my own decision. And they are a specially curated bunch of people. And I am not one of those sort of people who just want to hear agreement all the time. I either decide on the fly very quickly, or I just state for a very long time. There is nothing in between. I'm one of those sort of people. I either buy it in like 1 second, I see something, I like it, I buy. I also shop like a man. I like it, 3 colors. You know, and I've been wearing the same clothes. I'm just one of those, I shop like a man. And or I don't buy at all. You know, all my houses I have bought within all the homes, you know, that I've bought. 15 minutes I look at this place, yes. So it's a clear yes. And then there have been some very major decisions in my life that have taken more than 25 years before I made that decision. However, I will tell you this, I have never I live without regrets. I would say that by and large I live without regrets for the major decisions in my life. Having said that, I do have some deep regrets of a few decisions I have made in the past, but those regrets have been actively and prolifically acted upon to move myself into a better place. Yeah, I'm quite thought through, you know, in that way. Yeah.
Would you like to share one of those 20-year decisions?
It took me a while before I had the feeling of wanting to have a child. You know, and I only have one child. And I did not have that feeling of a very certain feeling of, oh yes, now, you know, I want to get pregnant or something like that. And it just almost subliminally sat in my brain. And then one day, you know, my body just told me, I want to have a child, you know. And it was very organic and very instinctive. I was living in Vancouver, but in the last year I lived in Squamish, which is 45 minutes away from Vancouver. Yeah. Okay. And my partner, you know, is Canadian, and yeah, he lives in Squamish.
Okay.
Yeah. However, he's retiring this year, and my job, as of today, I don't know what's the next thing I'm gonna do, because I'm waiting for news of season 4 of Kung Fu, so we don't know what we're gonna do. The privilege and joy and experience of romantic love is an option for me right now. I feel that romantic love is something I can do without, and I would still feel a deep sense of fulfillment if I left this life without having found it again. But romantic love, I believe, is still one of those sort of energies that surfaces a color to life that is really beautiful and exquisite. And I also feel that at this stage of my life, I have a much better grasp of what it is that I can give and what it is that I want to receive from romantic love that I did not know when I was young. I do feel that my time away helped me to revisit the potential of romantic love coming into my life as an older person. Okay? Why? When I was away, I was by myself. I was not a daughter with an aging parent. I was not a friend who had friends that were entering late 50s, some of them getting ill, and being reminded of what it was to be health-wise getting older. I was not a mother with a daughter who is growing older every single day, and I was not defined by all these things that reminded me of how old I was. I was just by myself. And Kheng by herself is physically very fit. You know, I'm very curious about a lot of things. I'm full of energy all the time. I'm very capable of putting a lot of things into my day, just like how I was in my 20s. Of course, a low point in my life, and I don't mind talking about this, you know, was when Yu-Beng and I decided to go our separate ways. It was not an easy point, but it was not low because it was very amicable And it was a decision made from love. In such a big decision as the one that Yu-Beng and I did, a decision that affects many innocent bystanders, right? Families, our family. I must say that both Yu-Beng and myself put our love and deep friendship, which until today is exquisite, ahead of everything else.